Zachary Levi, Zach, thanks for your time.
Thanks, man. You too.
So Shazam, Fury of the Gods, second time you're coming back to this superhero.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit how it was.
Awesome. So much fun. I literally, it's the coolest job. I mean, I loved Tom Hanks in Big, and I loved Christopher Reeves in Superman, and I get to do a little bit of both of those with this role. And it's just a dream job. I was so grateful that I got cast for the first one. Had a great time making the first one. I loved that people enjoyed it. Now we get to do a second one, and not every movie gets a sequel, and we got one. So I'm just very grateful, feeling very grateful.
Does it get easier because it's the second one?
What's that?
Does it get easier?
You know, yeah, a little bit, because now you know your character a little bit more. Everybody knows their characters a little bit more. You're kind of in a rhythm. You begin the rhythm with the first one, and now you're just trying to keep that rhythm. And I think we did that. I think that, you know, a lot of sequels, unfortunately, in their attempt to make a bigger, better second movie, they lose the heart of what made the first one special. And we protected that. You know, the DNA is there. It's the heart and the humor and the charm and the family and all that stuff. We protected that. We get all that still, but then we add, you know, a little more money and a little more time and some bigger special effects and all that. And so it's great.
I felt that your character matures a little bit. It feels more insecure.
Yeah.
But it probably talks a little bit about the imposter syndrome and everything. How was like trying to give a little spin on the character?
Yeah, I mean, that you know, listen, I mean, he was about 14, Billy's about 14 in the first movie and 17 in this one. And 3 years is a pretty big difference for a young man. Like, you change a lot in those years. So I just tried to, you know, apply that, bring that in a little bit. And also just look at what, you know, 17-year-old kids are doing and saying nowadays and kind of, you know, layer that in. But the script was already so great, and, you know, having moments like, you know, at the therapist or what he thinks is a therapist and saying, you know, I'm having these imposter syndrome types of things. You know, I can relate to that. I think we all can on some level. We all have moments throughout our lives where we're like, who am I and what am I doing? And does anybody care? So I just try to tap into that as much as I could.
I know it's a difficult question, but where do you see this family, it's a Sam family, and your character moving forward after this movie?
I don't know, because that's all well above my pay grade, as we say. But I would love to do a Shazam and the Shazamly movie where we fight zombies. I really think that I've never seen that in a superhero movie form. I've never seen that, and I think that would be a lot of fun.